Hello guys, so welcome to the channel, the Equinox Studies. So I am Ankush sir and I'm here to clear all of your doubts that are there. And so today we will be focusing on a very vital and one of the most important chapter in class 10 history CBSE, that is nationalism in India. Nationalism in India is one of the most vital chapter, and it's also easy for you to remember this chapter because it's totally based on the scenario that happened in India. So today we will be focusing on this chapter on the topic how the feeling of nationalism, means the creation of the feelings of nation, has rise in the minds of the people of India. So we will be studying the cause of the rise of nationalism in the minds of the people of India, and the hero of this scenario, Mahatma Gandhi, who has come as an evolved hero for the Indian nationalism, and his idea of Satyagraha. Okay, so today in the first topic we will see how the nationalism feeling rise in the minds of the people. Now if you see that British was already fighting the First World War, so they need a lot of expenses to fight the First World War. So British was taking all the kind of defense expenses from the colonial power where they belong to. So they were taking all the kind of expenditures like arms, amino, making of arm amino, then your military tanks, all the things they are taking the they are filling up the expenditures from the colonial powers where they were ruling. So and British was drained in war loans because they were fighting the First World War, so they have taken a lot of war loan that is there from the international market. So this result in the increase of taxes, and British has introduced the custom duty and income tax in India. So obviously the British has to meet up their expenses, so they have increased the taxes in the colonies, basically India. Okay, so they have also introduced custom duty and income taxes so that the people slowly drained into the tax system which the British has implemented. So in 1913 to 1918, the price of the Indian goods got doubled. That was creating a lot of problem for the people because the price of the commodities and the services, everything got doubled in the market of India. So, and the one more major cause is the forced recruitment. Now, what is forced recruitment? Forced recruitment means the scenario where the company, or sorry, the British government, they forced the Indian people to fight the First World War with their name. That is called the British India. Okay, they forced the people to fight with their name, and Indian people who don't have anything to do with the First World War, they fought for the British in the scenario of the First World War. The next phrase is crop failure. Now there was a major crop failure that happened in 1918 and 1919 and 1920 to 1921, resulting the people was unable to pay taxes to the British. Now there was also something called the famine and the influenza epidemic which happened in India, which caused a huge trouble for the people, and there was rising anger in the minds of the people of India because they were totally drained, and they were totally angry with the British government who were not supporting them in this critical situation and was doubling the revenue system. Okay, now what happened? This anger needed a leadership. Now, obviously, you know that we particularly need a leader to fight a particular war. So that's the time when Gandhi entered into the Indian scenario. So Gandhi, he returned from South Africa where he launched Satyagraha, and this Satyagraha movement has put a lot of influence in South Africa, because in South Africa the problem was with the black and white people. So he has already launched Satyagraha in South Africa, and where he was successful. So he have returned with that idea in India in January 1915. Please remember the dates. Is January 1915 Gandhi returned to India. So he has come with the idea called Satyagraha. Now let's talk about what is Satyagraha. Satyagraha, as you know, if you divide the word Satya and Agraha, Satya means, as you all know, is truth, and Agraha means the need to search the truth, the emergence of searching for the truth. So he believed that if the power of truth is very important, if you are fighting something for truth, then you will definitely get the solution. So he said that if the power is truth, and we need to search for truth, and if the power is against injustice, if the struggle is against injustice, if something is happening injustice to us, then we don't need any kind of physical force to comply that injustice. So we can use always non-violence, as his major motive, non-violence is the one weapon that we can use in order to find the better way to see the truth. Okay, now he believed that the dharma of non-violence is to unite the people of India. He believed that it's non-violence which can only unite the people in India. Now what happened, this idea he has emerged and he has come to India, and with this focus he was actually focusing on how to unite the people of India. So for spreading this idea, he has visited a lot of places in India. So few places are written over here, and it will be very easy for you to remember because it's a chronological order. Like for 1915, he has returned to India. Next in 1916, he went to a place called Champaran in Bihar. Here the problem was with the oppressive plantation system. As you all know, British has some plantation areas where there was restrictions. People cannot go or people cannot come out. The peasants who are working over there, they cannot come out and go to their houses. So that's the reason they were very much depressed and they were very much oppressed by the British scenario. So here Gandhi has come and visited them, and he launched the Satyagraha movement in Champaran in Bihar. In 1917, he went to Kheda district of Gujarat. So here was the problem of the revenue system, because there was a plague epidemic and there was a crop failure that happened over there, but still British were forcing them to pay the revenues. So that's the reason there was a disturbance in the Kheda district of Gujarat with the oppressive revenue system. The next one in 1918, he went to Ahmedabad of Gujarat. So in Ahmedabad of Gujarat, where he went, there was a problem with the cotton mill workers. The cotton mill workers were facing a lot of, they were troubling, they were facing a lot of troubles by the British industrialist and the Indian industrialist as well. So to solve their problem, he launched Satyagraha among the cotton mill workers. So you can see that Gandhi, one by one, he was visiting every places in order to know the problems of the people and to launch his idea of Satyagraha. Now, one thing I want to make it clear for you, that these are the scenario when the Gandhi has come to India and what is the orientation that Gandhi did in India. So I hope that all the problems in this chapter can be solved, and these two important topics are very much clear for you. So that's it for the video. The next video I will do on Rowlatt Act and the Jallianwala Bagh massacre. So stay tuned with that. And thank you everyone for your support. We have already crossed 150 subscribers, and I'm hoping so that we can get more. And thank you for your support, and have a great day. Bye bye.